everyone. Yes, indeed, everybody. A bit of a one intro. I do like doing the Saturday show. The Saturday show's the back, by the way. Saturday show's the back. The clocks are moving. The seasons are changing. The times the times they are changing. Indeed, they are. Which means it's getting darker earlier. And then in about a month's time, we change the clocks. The point being is, I can't do a show before the Sabbath is out. The good Lord doth get quite irate about those sort of things. so I don't do that, right? That's why during the summer I very rarely do a Saturday show, because I'm starting like 10 o'clock my time, which is way past my bedtime. So but now it's getting earlier. For me it's 8 o'clock. Sabbath ended 10 past 7. So I've had a quick look at the news, and as far as I can see, nothing's happened. Right? Certainly nothing in the Doctor Who world. Like, it seems to be nothing's happened. We're going to be doing a bit of a a news roundup because yes, of course, I'm streaming now. I'm coughing. Final day. I mean, maybe I don't notice, but I was totally final day. Anyway, I was going to say, so I'm streaming on Saturday night now. Probably won't be doing the Sunday so much. Anyway, but tomorrow night, Sunday night, is of course Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. There is a lot going on. I have a busy day tomorrow. I've had a busy few days. Firstly, on Thursday, it was my son's school Hashba'ah. Where is he? Let me find. This is where he passes out for me. I'm here. Let me find the pictures. I will send them to my computer. It should be easier now. My new computer is just, oh my god. If you're thinking about getting a Mac, right, I have to tell you, this new 24-inch iMac, it's freaking incredible, right? It is so good. It blows me away, right? Doesn't blow me, right? That would be very impressive, right? I would, I would give a high recommendation for that. That'd be quite impressive, as I said. I got lots of pictures. 1 second. Here we go. We'll start with that one. And then we'll do this. Lots of pictures and video. Yeah, so this, bloody hell. This is my son finishing like basic training in the army. It's like graduation sort of thing. Hang on. But it's a big deal because, like, you will go down there. Like, you do it in different places depending where what part of the army is. So my son's in was it Shirion, which is the armor division, which is good news for him because my my other son was in there. So my other son, I kid you not, is in my opinion, very reminiscent of the biblical figure Joseph, right? And I have a lot of respect for Joseph. Joseph was a good guy, right? But the reason he was so successful wherever he went is because he had a good brain. He was charming, but also he would buckle down and work and do whatever he had to do to become good at whatever job it was, right? So wherever he went, he was always he always like rose to the top. Here we go, doink. Transferring. Oh, look how quick that is, right? You know, like he was yeah. But the reason that he was sold as a slave and nearly murdered, right, was because he was good at everything and charming and a bit of a dick. I mean, bottom line. I mean, we're going to be frank about this, and yes. So that is my son. That's my older son. So anyway, he's coming from the armor division. He was an officer there, and he's got all his friends there, like all his soldiers that loved him. Are now my younger son's superiors, right? So this is very good. Right, he's getting crazy protexia. Well, no, that's not that. No, it's when I say crazy protexia, it's more like they'll be extra careful not to let him off easy, so no one says he got off easy because of his brother, right? So there, one second, there's another. I got a better picture of him. That's him. That's him marching in. Let me find some pictures. Yeah, it's not so good. Yeah, one second. I got this one. Yeah. Here it comes. She's great. Let's try the coffee again. There you go. That's a good picture. That's from the official army photographer that was there, right? So yeah, it's so fit. It's so weird because yeah, this was such a cute little tiny kid. Now he's got a gun, right? This is the thing. This is where you get a gun. So it's a bit so like you all go down there. I should have some more video. I got some video of it. Doink. Is this the right one? Hang on. Oh, this is the end of it. But I should have some more video. Hang on. Don't touch that dial. Where is it? Oh yeah, sorry. Doink and doink. So these two are good because this one gives you a feeling of what it was like there. So everybody goes down there, everybody like takes food and stuff. Some people have pizzas, barbecues, different things. Here it comes. So this is it beforehand. You're in this like big amphitheater thing. Hang on. Share video. Try this one. Yeah. So this is them coming in, and it's like the first time anybody's ever seen their kid doing anything in unison, vaguely official. But the more you know of the Israeli army, the more you believe in the existence of God, because there's no way that we have survived if you knew what's going on the inside. Oy vey. Okay, great example. I went down with my son, right? The original plan was, okay, this is why, he's like Joseph, right? I went down with my son. The plan was I was going to leave about 2:30, pick up my mother-in-law, and then drive down there, right? So my son instead wanted to do other stuff around there and said, pick up my mother-in-law and then pick me up. And he's like, well, why are we going so early? It doesn't make sense. Because all he had to do, he called his friend who was in charge of it. He says, yeah, come down, no problem. And so we were able to drive down, like right up to the front, to the gate to get to it. Like, boom, right? When I left with my wife, who didn't have that protects it, right? Like, as we got there, like the person in charge said, somebody comes up and says, yes, Joe, no, you can't. And then the person behind us, Ruben! What's that? It was like that. That's how it works, right? Because they're all 20-year-olds or 22-year-olds or 18-year-olds, right? But then go back to my wife's car. I'm going through brambles. I'm on the main road. I'm scared I'm going to die. It's like 15 minutes later, we finally make the car. I'm cut and bruised. I'm like, what the fuck? Bloody hell. But then we went out for burgers, which was very nice. Anyway, here it is at the beginning. These are Israelis. They never do anything in unison, right? Israelis are like you put 4 Israelis in, they just wander in different directions. Yeah, but I go this way now. No, I go this way. Yes, that is Israelis. Here's another one. Is that the same one? That looks like exactly the same thing. Okay. There you go. So now your kids are walking in and like, yay! They hung out with you, have like a little whatever thing you have. Well, I can tell you, I love all the popular stuff. I mean, I like, I just saw the Queen's funeral. I found it quite moving, right? So I really liked the pomp and the pageantry. I thought that was really, I thought that was very important, right? So like hearing it live, like and we're doing like this teeny. It feels like I'm in the Raj, and there's like this small little Indian platoon that's continuing its British Army traditions. Oh man, I should do that in Crown of the Empire. That'd be really cool. I think I'm going to add that in. Yeah. Okay. Crown of the Empire is. I've had to say I've had a bit of a fallow year this year. This is a Shemitah year, a year that you're not supposed to toil the ground, and I haven't really done much this year, right? It's been weird. I spent the first third like mentally ill, and I've been mentally ill for many years, but I got I was in crisis. That'll be up till February, right? That'll be from it grew from I don't know what October, which was the Jewish New Year, to about February, where I got better overnight. It was weird. Go listen back to my channel about it. It was an interesting story. But anyway, that's when you maybe that's why I'm enjoying Westworld so much, because Westworld was all about discovering sentience and self through questioning the nature of reality, right? Which is when you're mentally ill, is exactly what happens, right? Because here's the weird thing. I wasn't hallucinating, right? I wasn't it was like what I was perceiving was genuine, right? I just didn't have a filter to understand it at all, right? Look, essentially it was this. We talked about this in today's reading of the Bible, which is getting towards the end, right? So this is Moses is giving his final sermon, right? And he's talking about it's basically a polemic against idolatry. So I'm a person who thinks if God wrote if God wrote this document, right, it is universal and timeless, right? Which means this must have some significant meaning for life today, where we don't have idolatry in the way we don't have people sacrificing anything to idols, right? That doesn't happen anymore, right? So what does that mean, right? What is idolatry? So idolatry, if you boil it down, is assigning power to anything other than God, right? If you were or any other system, let's say you're a feminist, right? But the godly virtue is that all people are equal. Now, feminism doesn't believe that. Feminism believes that women are inherently victims and should be angry, right? And men are oppressors, right? So that I think the theological worldview is no, all people are intrinsically equal, and one should be judged on their content, their character, and their actions, right? And nothing else. But they're not. People are mainly judged on the perceiver's prejudices, right? But giving so that would be idolatry, right? Because you say no, I'm going to stick to these feminist principles, even though that God is the godly principle is this, and they clearly conflict, right? That's called idolatry, right? So we had a weird situation. So somebody spoke. The reason I'm thinking about this is somebody spoke to me about this in Synagogue Day. Synagogue Day was a big deal, right? It was a really big deal because when Corona started, right, we had to move to the there was another room. We're in this little room, and we like being in our little room, right? Well, the grumpy old men in our little room at the back piss off and leave us alone in our little room. It's good. It's our little room. We like our little room. Leave us alone. Right. That's really what it's like, okay? And I really fit in there. I liked it a lot. But we weren't able to have the prayer group. Well, firstly, the shul closed down for a year and a half, right? And people were very happy about that. It was not a good time. That's what some of the songs about in synagogue. Like, it was a dark time, right? It was a dark time in our synagogue, right? And so much so, I'm not allowed to talk about it. If I talk about it, it makes people feel bad because they were shit, right? And I don't, and then it's me stirring it up. I mean, like, wait, but you were the shit, not me. Like, what the hell? I understand. Okay, fine. I guess I'm going to talk about it. But anyway, we had to move into the when we came back. There was a bigger room that had outdoor access, and it was very, very slowly. Now, Corona has been shrinking, and finally we say it's over, right? It's over. So I'm back now in my old little. I have a little spot right in that room. I dug myself a little trench, right? I got if you go right to the front, in front of the ark where we keep the Sefer Torah, right? I put a chair there and a little stender, right? And it just fitted perfectly. And it's like my place, right? And so I was back there. Even though they changed the layout of the room a little bit, and boy, people were pissed. People were pissed. Like, you know, I felt so bad. The president of the show is like the most wonderful human being in the world, right? He really is. He just wants shalom and peace with everyone. He's like, we were at war. The synagogue had fallen apart completely. The community was completely divided and diffused. This one guy brought it all back together again, right? The president, he absolutely, the reason the show was there is completely on him. That's why I try not to make trouble, even when I was mentally bloody ill, which is what made that was one of my big motivators. I didn't want to make trouble for him because I was like, I had so much awe and respect for this guy, right? So he'd rearranged that little room. It's like, what, mother? Yes, and he made it better. That's the thing. He made it so like if he had tables. It was really nice. It was really comfortable. People were pissed because they don't like change, right? I get it. I walk in and he's like, but everybody else, he's trying to explain to one of the persons who I think was upset by it, who didn't like the change. In fairness to this person, he had invested a lot in our little room, right? He had invested personally a lot in that little room. God bless him, and we all benefit from his investment, right? So he's like smiling and saying, "But everybody has a chair now," and I can hear the guy fuming. So fortunately, there's a pillar in between me and him. So I'm like, "Ixnay on the don't talk about this," right? So then I walk out the room past him and I whisper, "Run." There's no good way you're getting out of this conversation, mate, okay? You pissed around with the little room, okay? Okay, you made it better. I told them not to. I said, it doesn't matter. People like the little room. God bless them. Listen, but it is better. I don't want to tell you. I think it's better. Anyway, I digress. So I'm back at my old spot, though. Right, I didn't know how much it meant to me, and boy, it does. Right, it felt like a return home. Right, and I wasn't expecting it at all. Right, it felt like, and so like it's funny. I got a couple of older cuckers behind me, like a Waldorf and Statler behind me, and on the other side, I got this like family which has younger kids that just do not know how to be quiet. Right. And they always, there's a point where there's a silent prayer, and they're always like, bah! Bah! I'm like, okay, great. They're cute. So I like trying to concentrate for that. Anyway, I don't go, but it was, which is what happened today, right? But I was so happy by it, where it used to irritate me, right? I was like, oh man, yeah, I like it. Maybe you know what it was like. One of my favorite points in what was it, the last Star Trek Next Generation episode, All Good Things, right? Where Picard's flicking backwards and forwards through time, and he goes to his replicator and goes, tea, oh grey, hot, right? And the Majel Barrett says, as the computer says, that beverage is not programmed in, because he's right at the beginning, right, with Tasha Yar. I got to rewatch that. That was a great episode. That was a great series, Next Generation. You know what? I'm going to go into Picard season 3 with an open mind, right? Although Robert Meyer Burnett says something was good, and it's been utter shit. Talking about it can't be Lord of the Rings, because that's been utter shit. She-Hulk's been shit. Oh, Andor's been shit, mate. I'm sorry. There's nothing to talk. I mean, the first 10 minutes isn't bad and has good promise. Well, once you get into the meat of the story, like he's a loser nobody with a nobody story, living a nobody life, right? They're not even he's beneath the interests of the Empire. They couldn't give a shit, right? He's little beyond, and that's basically the story. Like one episode is one of the characters getting a bus, and I'm not shitting you. That's all that happens. The character gets on a bus. It's a space bus, but it's a bus, and he talks to he's a contemporary of the guy who played Wedge, and he played Parker in Thunderbirds, and he was Mr. whatever his name is from the Maureen Lipman Doctor Who episode. Okay, if you can work through that mash mouse weird ramble, you know who. Can I see it? I got it over there. The when I hit in the 50s, all the faces went blank on TV. Mr. What's he called again? Mr. Magpie. Right, he played Mr. Magpie. What's his bloody name? Let me look it up. Then we'll get to what's coming up, and I'll get to the chat. Oh yeah. So anyway, I only got another hour or so I can go, because tonight at 10 o'clock we got special prayers, for the day before the Jewish New Year. Once it was the Idiot's Lantern. Just tell me who's playing him, for God's sake. I just want the name, okay? I don't need to know all this shit. I just want to know who. You better bloody tell me. No, it's not even telling me. This is all. Man, okay, we'll try again. We'll go back. Actor. Try that. Ron Cook. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, so he chats to Ron Cook forever. The third episode isn't bad, but by that time I lost interest completely. Right, it had absolutely no forward momentum, and I didn't really care about it. By then, I was just like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, no, I do not care. These up. Doink. Oh, box. Try again. Oh man, it clicked off. Come on, that was cruel and unusual, if you don't mind me saying so. She cried, and so we'll try this again. Okay, let's try this. Really? Hang on. Fine. So here, I'm getting there. I'm just doing them one by one. I'll put that one in there. Why not? Why not? Everybody know. Bingo. Fine. Oh, agony. So tomorrow, what I need to do. Okay, this is what was on. So tonight I got to be at 10 o'clock. That's 8 o'clock your time. At this, like, so they do these. We have these little prayers the week or so before the Jewish New Year called Slicha, They go for about 15 minutes, right? Apart from the day before when it goes for like an hour and a half. Now, if you can do it in the morning at like 6 a.m. Or you can do it tonight. So I'm doing the 10 o'clock one. Yeah. But tomorrow, normally I start the day by going to the mikveh. I'm not doing that this year, right? I'm not freaking doing that. So one thing I found out is that if people don't want to do something, they won't do it, and it doesn't matter what, right? It doesn't matter if like God says don't do that, and they believe in God, and they believe God says don't do that. They'll go, I don't give a shit. I get that, but that's idolatry essentially, right? And people do, and that's the thing that made me crazy, right? Essentially. Yeah, I'll say the thing that made me crazy. Essentially, what it was the Bible came into the biblical values, Torah values, I should say, but biblical values came into conflict with social convention, and that social convention was born out of a Torah, out of biblical values, right? But one very clearly came in conflict with the other, right? It's very like the social convention was of always respecting this person, this authority, but this authority violated the law. I mean, like, just did it. I mean, did this? It. Honestly, I get it. Most people at first weren't perceptive enough to work it out, right? Most people just do the shit, right? There's just bits you do, and it's supposed to remind you about what reality is. Doesn't work on most people, but they do. Okay, fine, whatever, right? So I thought, stupidly, that I said, but wait a minute. This is wrong because it says so in the Bible over here, very clearly, without any like, nobody contests, right? Surely this person, regardless of the position he holds, it might be a bit off. They lost their shit. Oh boy, they lost their shit, man. But anyway, so my thought process is it's a tradition to go to the mikveh, a ritual bath which you go into naked, and cleanse oneself in there before Rosh Hashanah, the Day of Judgment. Right? It's a ritual I did, and I freaking hated it. Why? I don't want to be naked with a bunch of fat Jews. Leave me alone. Oh God, it's vile. Yeah, no, it's like being in a lava lamp, but not fun. Oh, a lava lamp of dewy flesh. Oh, I know, and that's what. So what I would do is I'd go first thing in the morning, like when it opened, and there's always a line of people, right? And I was like the second or third in, but I hate it. I absolutely, no, right? So I am not doing that. So I found out that it was normal to do whatever the fuck you wanted, right? It's like it didn't matter, right? I told you the feeling of this year, the taste of this year was reality hitting narrative, smashing apart the narrative. Thing I didn't get was, and it didn't matter. That's what the end of days was, right? That was the evil of the end of days. I hope it's about to be over. I think we got about a day left of it, right? I hope there's not going to be a nuclear holocaust within that day. I really hope not. I'm not entirely convinced. I guess we'll find out. Because I have to say, I think the only thing that would slap people around is dying and coming back to life, right? I can think it's one of the only things that will make people go, oh, wait a minute, no. What I'm saying is crazy. I believe that. No. Oh, there's how many genders? Oh, it's not a spectrum, or call it. It is YouTube. Of course it is. Of course it is. But I think it's the only way of like hitting a reset button. We're killing everybody and they're coming back to life, right? When there's one like weird Kabbalistic thing that says that's supposed to happen you're supposed to die for a couple of hours. I don't know. But hasn't happened yet, baby. Hasn't happened yet. I was talking to my daughter about this on Friday night and freaked her out. I'm like, Don't look. Honestly, I give this about a 13 to 14% chance, but I think it should have a 1.2% chance, right? I think that's more than normal, right? So I would nobody pat it. Freak right out with it. What can you do? What can you do? Anyway, I digress. So then I'm not doing that. Anyway, so tomorrow, though, I got a lot to do. Tomorrow, I've got to make a video, right, for Wednesday, because I'm offline Sunday night, Monday night. Tuesday night, I'm doing a stream, and Wednesday, I want to have a video uploaded ready to go, so I have a bit of a buffer. So I've got to make a video for Wednesday, right? I've also got to, I would like to make a thumbnail for it. Here's how the complicated. I got to make a thumbnail for the Tuesday night stream, and it's very far out. And nothing's happening. Like, how is there no trailer for this stupid freaking episode yet? The BBC is so ashamed of this. Like, for God's sake, it's the 24th. And there's no trailer yet? Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. Right? I just says the BBC is completely ashamed of this piece of shit. Right? Because obviously they are. Because it's a piece of shit. Oh, it's not hard to work out, really. But yeah, I don't know what we. So I got to do that. So then also, my wife would like the silver polish. I'm like, really, mother. Okay, and I was going to do clean the floors, which is like a nightmare. Oh, I miss the shake and vac days. Oh. Man, you can clean your carpet and stroke yourself off. It'll all be the same. Just get the freshness back, baby. Oh, shaking fat girl. Super hot. Super hot. Anyway, I got a lot of content pre-recorded for you. Ready coming up. What we got coming up is Golden Bennett. Sophie ordered on her ill-advised return as Ace in Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. You must be excited to be with me on the telly again. Oh, no one watching is here for you, darling. So right you are, but why are you doing this? I guess money's money, baby. Money's money. Still just a mouth on legs. Oh God, Tegan, baby. Janet. Oh, one of those batty old ladies in the tea house who's wrong and doesn't like. It's like. Did I see Elton John with Joe Biden? I mean, are you out your fucking mind, Elton John? Like what? The architect of destroying life for the middle class. Really? These are your people he's killing. Like, think he likes gays? Leave me alone. Oh, they're all hypocrites and liars. And like, really, I honestly, anybody with Biden now, I'm like, are you out your fucking mind? I feel it's not as bad with the Janet or on Jodie, who were bit of Janet on Jodie action. Oh God, that's disgusting. You know what? You know what you say something, and you go, oh, and there's porn out there. It's like, and like, oh, feet. Really? It's feet porn? Oh yeah, lots of it. Granny porn? Really? Oh yeah, lots of it. Vacuum cleaner? Oh yeah, lots of that. Really? I bet there's no Janet Jodie action, right? Oh God, no. Oh, I need Alka-Seltzer. Will you stop? Oh, please. Truth, coppers, it's been over 35 years since I was on TV and seen by millions. Well, you're going to be on TV, but I wouldn't hold your breath for millions. I wouldn't either, darling. I wouldn't either. Still just a mouth and let Janet Filkin talks. Tegan's return to Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. I'm posting tonight will be Doctor Who 40-year review. Very good. Man, is this a recommend? One of the best. Yeah. I think it's probably one of the best Fifth Doctor releases they've ever done. I mean, it really is. It is. This one's a corker, right? This one's a real corker. It's up there with Spare Parts. This is one of the all-time best, right? It really genuinely is. So that's reviews coming out later. Review for this will come out tomorrow, I think. The Abominable Snowman. It turns out that Charlton really needed to be. I don't know though. The other team does it much better. But like these stories really, it relies on intimate portrayals, right? It relies on the actor being there, I think, because the episode that's there is kind of interesting, while the rest is very dull, right? Very dull. I mean, you can see they're having fun making it. It's okay, but it's not a part of any other story of that season. Man, here, let's have a look at the episode. Go for a second. Doctor Who episode guide, because that whole season's available now. Second. Share that screen. Share the screen, baby. Share it. You know you want it. You know you want it shared. Oh, jigga, she cried. I'm getting all fixed. It doesn't take much to get me going. Sharing a screen. Okay, they got Power of the Daleks, Highlands, they don't have Snail, Underwater Menace. Yeah, so you can release that. Moonbase, Macro Terror Faces once, Evil of the Daleks. So really, they need Highland. They need somewhere of repair. They can't do it though. Highlanders was the one they always felt was going to be impossible to replace. No, that's a shame. So this season, Tomb of the Cybermen, Abominable Snowman, Ice Warriors, Enemy of the World, Web of Fear, Fury from the Deep, Wheel of... Oh, they should do Wheel in... Oh, man. They did Wheel in Space. They could so release this season. Man, that'd be a great season to release. But I have to say, Abominable Snowman is... I didn't really like Enemy of the World that much, to be honest with you. It's the worst in the season, right? It's worse than Fury from the Deep, right? And Fury from the Deep was only the scene wasn't very good because it's what's the name? It's badly animated. Anyway, let me get to the chat, man. I haven't got to the chat yet. That's how you're chatting. And of course, I released that yesterday. Nobody gives a shit. Man, I released it yesterday. It got about 20 views. No one gives a shit about this shit. Oh my God. It's too boring to be offensive. See, that's how much they destroyed Star Wars. They can't even make people offended anymore. Man. Oh, man, piece of crap. Anyway. Chris, what is that? Icky thought, Chris, what actually is the power of the Doctor? That's the ability to get people to watch while putting in zero effort. Oh, no effort at all. Just look at your post behind you. It's so lazy. It is so lazy. Oh, my God. Sorry, I have to find a video to make tomorrow, so we're going to look at the news. That's my first job. We're going to look at the Doctor Who news and work out what video I'm making tomorrow. Gareth Morgan is here. How you doing, Gareth Morgan? Thank you for joining us. Darren M is here. The Soda Engine is here. Mark the Vicar is here. How you doing, Mark the Vicar? Jonathan Cox, thank you for joining. Jordan Lee is here. How you doing, Jordan Lee? Mark the Vicar, I think I just hello to you. I don't know. As I an episode of Tiswas from 81 not long ago, it was fun, but Sylvester McCoy was very creepy in the show. Yes, he was. That's before he developed his more friendly. If only he knew what he was doing when he first got Doctor Who, right? We wouldn't have lost that first year. But I'm glad he worked it out. McCoy is pretty creepy, full stop. Yeah, but in a good way. DC is there. How you doing, DC? JFO. What does JFO stand? JFO. Did anyone see the picture of Shooting Gut work together on Instagram? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You're too sick in the head to fit in with others, but not sick enough to declare myself the fifth coming of Jesus Christ. Stuck in the middle. Well, there you go. There you go. That's the trouble, right? That is the trouble. You have to be bolder in your inferences, sir. Speaking of Jesus, there was this demonstration in my town that people were waving flags about how Christ is king, and so on, being rather noisy, considered pranking them since I have Jesus. Well, you should let him go, mate. Okay, you should let him go. You know, share him around. I honestly, I see the idea of there being some kind of messianic figure that we can all go, oh yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't really. It's like, okay, what a messianic figure needs to say isn't fucking hard, is it? Say, oh, you know, you fucking assholes who are stealing all the money from everybody. No, don't do it anymore. All your pharmaceutical companies. No. How about this? Why don't you just be happy being millionaires, right? You don't have to be billionaires. Just be millionaires. Are you sure? Yeah, no, you can just be millionaires. It's fine. I mean, honestly, once you have 100 million, maybe you want to call it quits, mate. Maybe. I don't know. Do you really need to charge $100 for that pill? Really? Really? Or are you just being a cunt? I think you're being a cunt, right? That doesn't seem to be so fucking radical, does it? I mean, like, that's okay. Listen, I'm fine with pharmaceutical companies making money. Everybody should make a profit. Everybody should feel, making a profit is a good thing. This like insane gouging, stop it. Like, how hard is that? That's it. I don't see there's a figure that would say that everybody goes, oh, fuck me, no. Yeah, no, let them rip us. Let us fuck us in the ass a little bit harder. Who's going to be in favor of that? Man. But again, at the end of the days, baby, everything's coming back. Moloch came back, right? Moloch is an idolatry where one would sacrifice their children to this idolatry. I think that is the motivation felt by the people who are getting their kids transgender surgeries and proud of it, right? Who are pushing their kids into transgenderism. I think it's exactly the same motivation, right? I think it's that idolatry. Right, and it's this, and why do they feel good? They feel they're so much part of this beautiful new world, right? It's the same thing, right? It's this sanctimonious feeling, right? They feel, oh, look how right on we are, yeah. Not interested in Andor. No one's interested in Andor, Colin Archer, and not having seen the film. The film's not bad. It was nearly a good movie. Oh, if it wasn't. They should have worked out the script a little bit better. It was nearly a good movie, right? Came close. It did come close to being a good movie. And the bit with Darth Vader was freaking awesome, right? That was fantastic. But it's a shame. Yeah, I would love to see a Christopher Nolan Star Wars movie. Yeah, wouldn't you? That'd be awesome. How much is okay? How much is due to the being the new great? I don't know. It's just boring. The show. I mean, honestly, it's genuinely boring, and people genuinely couldn't give a shit about it. Philip Bogan is here. How are you doing, sir? Okay, I'm whizzing through the chat. There we go, catching up. Oh, I called up. There you go. Muppet Man and friends, how you doing it? Is there a trailer of Power of the Doctor there? I don't think so. So have a look. We'll do a quick look on Doctor Who Twitter. Hang on. I'll share the screen. This is not how I find Doctor Who news, but it really should be. This is it's like, oh, this is actually the smarter thing to do. Like, for example, there's that photo now. Who's this bloke? Who's the I recognize everybody apart from one. Okay. Is it Murray Gold? Oh no, that's Andy Pryor then, apparently. Okay, fine. Hey, I'm excited for the new season, right? I am excited. That's a great scene. That is true. Yeah, you see, look, nothing's happening. Okay, I mean, so nothing is happening. Unbelievable, right? Just like nothing. Oh my god! Like, I'm really surprised if I don't pop up soon. Oh, is she on a new cover? No. God, she's so awful. She really is awful. I mean, she really just is genuinely awful. God bless her, but she's awful. Okay, let's look at the latest. Millie Bobby Brown lounges in ultra low rise jeans in a white. Millie Bobby Brown, okay to wank over. Is that's what the headline? Millie Bobby Brown, okay to wank over, according to whoever that is. Okay. There's literally nothing going on. There was a toxic YouTuber who came out against Fraser Hines, I believe, on Twitter. So nothing. something in Spanish. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I very much like both those things. Last Saturday of the month comes around for September's Doctor Who meetup in Manchester. Okay, it's a good picture. I do like that picture. I hope you enjoyed that. All right. But yeah, like okay. Jeez. Like again, like why? Why is it so important to you? I'm like, okay, here's what's really going on with this, okay? This is somebody who probably isn't trans trying to convince themselves that there's somebody who isn't a sexuality wants to trying to convince themselves of sexuality because nobody fancies them, right? And they're scared of sexuality. That's basically what's going on here, right? Okay. Yeah, nothing. Beyond War Games are awesome, by the way. Do recommend it. All right, nothing on the Twit Twats, right? Nothing on the Twit Twats. Power of the Daleks trailer was released 2 days ago and almost no one saw it. No, I do not believe you. Okay, let's go look at YouTube. Doctor Who, Power of the Daleks. Doctor, not Power of the Daleks. Oops. Sorry, wrong derivative title. No. There's a trailer? Get a 30-second trailer? Okay, get out of here. Here, 1 second. Holy shit. How under the radar was that? Holy shit. Really? Yeah, I'm downloading it for us now. Okay. That's crazy. Get the like, what the hell? How could a trailer have been released and I missed it? Okay, I look for Doctor Who news every single freaking day. I was just about to do that on this stream. Holy shit. That's insane. Oh my God. I just can't believe it. That is so crazy. Is it downloading or is it like, do I have to find a new downloader? Come on. We'll try you one more time. Okay, no, fine. We have to go to a different one. Holy shit. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's really unbelievable. Why does it always, when you go to a YouTube downloader, why does it always take you to AliExpress? Like what is the weird connection with that? All right, let's watch this.
Beware of the forces that mass against you.
Oh, okay. Don't lean into Jodie Whittaker. How is it sad hearing Jodie Whittaker go? What the? Oh, really?
How much power do you imagine I have? You inspire.
No, you don't. Okay, darling, you don't. The other doctors did. Oh, yeah. All the other doctors could inspire. Everybody run screaming from you.
Make people question, rise up.
It's bad when a writer has to write out what he's trying to do. That's a bit of a major failure, I would say.
This is the day you die.
Oh, please. Okay, I mean, man. No wonder nobody noticed. Holy shit, that's crazy. 5, okay. New window. Let's look up some Doctor Who news. Doctor Who. Well, okay, we have to find a video to do tomorrow. Okay, that's basically what's going on. Okay, 1 second. Tools. Date. And we share the screen. That trailer sucked ass. That's not a real trailer. It's like, that wasn't even a teaser trailer. That trailer just sucked. But here we go. So what we got here? Doc Martin, who cares? Grey's Anatomy. Let's have a look at what Radio Times has to say. Jaunt, a viewer's guide to Tomorrow People book review. Oh, well, I like Tomorrow People. Disney reportedly want to add. Okay, that's old news. I'll keep that going. You know, we might do a news roundup video then. What else is going? Shooty Gatwa, no. House Stream, no. British and Cast, no. Dr. Douglas Adams' secret unsubmitted episode. Let's have a look at that. What's that? That's the way, by the way, you work out when you want to, if something's worth making a video out of. If you want to do it, if you go, oh, I've got to read that story, right? Okay, just tell me what show it is. Adams also appears to have written for premise of Doctor Who pitch in 1972, Cambridge Archives, the year before the actual submission. Much of the sketch pattern is filled with the very first page that contains a rough synopsis of the Doctor Who story about a Gestalt alien intelligence from a space-time continuum staging an invasion in contemporary London. Big Finish? No, get on this. The story is presumed to have been written for John Pertwee, third Doctor, considering the date on the notepad. Oh, yes! Come on! I know there's not much there. You can spin this out. Oh, I want to see this. Although it is on the first page of the still, the Doctor Who notes appear to have been written with the same pen that much of the rest of the notebook, verified from the 72 is. Okay, so it's a Pertwee story. Oh man! Oh, this is actually quite a good. Okay. They talk about Shara a little bit. Okay. This sounds fun. Okay, you should be able to make something out of this. Big Finish. Come on. Band of Brothers, no. New Year's Day, Doctor Who. No, leave us alone. Wales Online. Did I already look at this? Oh yeah. I'm in 2021 right now. Yeah, no, I want to stay in 2022, please. So Douglas, okay, fine. So there we go. 3. There you go. No, now we're in 2021 again. There's nothing going. What? How are you in 2021? Now we're in 2020? What? Fine. Let's have a look at. Okay, fine. Here's what we'll do. We'll go. Let's look at Screen Rant. Start there. Come on. Doctor Who. Ten most unnecessary heroic sacrifices. Is the right window open? I'll make sure. Good. Okay. No. Doctor Who would be very different if Stephen Moffat left after season 9. Actually, there's another one of these that I've been wanting to do a video about. Oh, this actually. Let's put these two together. Okay. This seems interesting. The 10 greatest fears of the Doctor ranked. Yeah, no, not really. Memes about the 9th, about the Jodie Doctor. No. So I will put that together with the other the other Moffat story. No, already looked at the images. Don't want to do anything about the 11th Doctor. I mean, I like the 11th Doctor. Every version that River Song met. Probably not, but let's open up anyway. Yes, I did yesterday, I think. Oh, here we go. So this would be an interesting video to do. The Paths Not Taken video. There we go. Okay. Yeah. This is well, this is a long article though. Man, but yeah. I think put these two together. And this looks like a good video right there. There you go. Thank you, Screen Rant. Okay, Screen Rant coming through for you once again. But yeah, no, Paths Not Taken, written by people. It's always funny when you do Screen Rant because they never actually know what's going on with Doctor Who or anything about it, right? So they're always wrong. This seems like entertainment Doctor Who fare for me. And this is what you do when you come on when there's no news. Like that trailer, that was the news. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's have a look at What Culture. Let's see what's doing with them. Let's look at Doctor Who. Doink. But man, it's like it's a month to go. So I wanted to do this video, do a video about this for a while. 8 moments of creators don't like. And 10 simple fixes improve Doctor Who. That also sounds like I'm not even sure I might have even done a video on that. So look at Bounding in the comics. The epitome of terrible. That's not a good review. That's not a good review, is it? That's really not a good review. The epitome of terrible. Well, I think it's a reasonably fair one, though, quite frankly. It really is terrible. It's so boring. How do you make Star Wars so boring? It's amazing to me, right? It blows my mind. It really does. It blew my mind. We're going to look at Lord of the Rings in a minute. God help us. 364 screen grabs. God help us. Former CEO Bill Abbott says he left Hallmark for great American media in order to provide entertainment audience who don't want to think about dark, violent, sexual situations. Yeah, that sounds fun. What, occasionally not doing a movie about that? That does indeed sound fun. I think I might be up for that. There we go. Dead Island 2, don't care. Don't care. For the petition cries out for Testament of Mary to be shut down for portrayal of nude, unbelieving Virgin Mary. I don't know. See, I know where I am on that. I mean, I'd have to talk to a Christian. Like, I know, I'm very pro people being offensive, right? I'm very pro that. I think it's a basic right. So, you know, I liked it, but then again, we live in a world where offending people is forbidden. Gareth Morgan is here. As the problem being, thank you for joining us. We live in a world where being offended is illegal now. And like this actually genuinely is offending. So I don't know where I am on this. I mean, here's the thing. Where are you on Last Temptation of Christ, right? People are really against that movie. To me, that seemed like a really sincere movie about Jesus. I mean, it seemed like I recommend it. Martin Scorsese Jesus movie is really good. I thought it was good. And I don't think it showed Jesus in a poor light at all. Frankly, I think it should. I can see why people would be become more religious of that. So Sam Worthing says Avatar: The Way of Water is about protecting your family. Oh God, please don't be about being trans. Then God help me. Zack Snyder storyboard artist Jay Oliver says Justice League director isn't returning to Warner Bros. That's a shame. That is a shame. Prominent anti-ESG Disney investor calls company to commit to politically neutral before they are expected to take sides that won't be favorable. It's too late. You've already done it. People said goodbye. So James Bond franchise producers say future films will explore Super Spy's emotional side. Bond is evolving just as men are evolving. Don't make a Bond movie. Okay? Don't rush to find Bond. It's Tom Hiddleston. He's your man. That's who you want. But don't make a Bond movie. Well, look, the world's about to change in about 24 hours. Okay? Hold off for another few months. Right? Nobody wants to see a gay Bond movie. Okay? Nobody wants to see James Bond sucking a cock. Okay? Nobody wants to see that. Right? Even if it's a woman's cock. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, God. Can you imagine he has a trans? Oh, God. I want to vomit. Yeah, that's how you kill James Bond, right there. Fast and Furious actor Lucas Black says, new film Legacy Pictures to combat Hollywood's negative messaging about fathers and men. Very good. Rotten Tomatoes approved critic John Rocha deletes racist tweet claiming white people shouldn't review Andor without a guest who's Latino or has an immigrant experience. It's shit, okay? It's shit regardless what character you are. Jonathan Frakes talks fan input in Star Trek Picard. The irony goes over his head. I imagine it would do. HBO removes cigarettes and cigars from movie posters on platform. Oh, would you stop? Okay, I've got to see that. I would see that. YouTube No Cookies brutally exposed to how Lord of the Rings parodying bastardized Gladriel. Oh god, yes, yeah. Let's see some pictures. Come on. So much dumb. Just so much dumb going on. So what the hell? Like, what's he supposed to be doing now? That makes no sense. Hang on, set me up. Like, what the fuck? I mean, just like, why? Why are you deleting our past, you weirdos? Like, what the hell's that supposed to mean? It's even done badly. I don't. Oh, for fuck off. That's insane. That's just the dumbest thing ever. Shall we see what this is? Why? So bizarre. Once you've seen some side by side. Okay, what's that? Good Douglas. So weird. It's so weird. Stop being weird. I'm saying, you know, even if there isn't an apocalypse messianic age, this is the thing, is absolutely going to destroy Biden. It really is. People are just pissed off, right? People are just pissed off. Galadriel's awful. We're going to do Lord of the Rings in a minute. It's just such an awful character, right? He drove outrage at inoffensive. Tim Allen drew outrage at an inoffensive dig at Joe Biden. Listen, that's because they know they're wrong. The more they scream, the more they're wrong. Squeal for me, baby. Squeal like a pig. There you go. And the creator Tony Gilroy falls asleep while describing a show. Says he specifically set out to avoid fan service. Whoa, well done there. Yeah, he also avoided audience service and story service, right? Brian Bing says, Peter Gabriel's Last Name Advice album is one of your favorites. You're absolutely right, right? You're absolutely right. That's one of the all-time great soundtracks. Now, I put that there with that. It depends on your taste, but the Flash Gordon soundtrack by Queen is awesome, right? House of Dragons ratings fall below. That's weird. That's shame because it's very good. That's a real shame. And I'm glad we're getting a second season. It's very good. Also, Westworld is very good. Oh, yeah. So I'm saying tomorrow I have to clean the silver. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Clean the floors. And make a thumb for Tuesday. It should be nothing's happening. And make a video. We worked out the video we're making. But I'm also going to do 2 videos reviewing Westworld Season 1 and Westworld Season 2. So I want to do it while I'm still fresh. I freaking love this show. But I absolutely adore this show. Let's screening test for Black Adam. I don't give a shit. Really, I don't give a shit. He announces Iron Man game in early production. Don't give a shit. Scorpio reveals he voluntarily declined to be sandbagging. He said, fuck off. Okay, well done. Oh my God, this woman Frost is such an idiot. Oh my God, such an incredible, entitled idiot. Yeah, people want to jack off over you. That's right. Not because you're ugly. It's just because you're really. I'm like, oh my God, you're anti-Viagra. Leave me alone. Oh God. Yeah, you're an irritating girl, all right? Yeah, you're not fun. Not fun and not funny. A24 conclude X trilogy with Maxine. I have no idea what that is. This is funny. New report claims Prime Video abandoned Conan because it was toxic masculinity. How's Lord of the Rings do for you? YouTuber Aaron McIntyre asserts the Lord of the Rings power, the Rings of Power, wants to create to call Tolkien fans racist. I agree with that. Let's look at that. Let's look at that allegation, shall we? And we're going to look at the latest Lord of the Rings, Power of the Rings. Again, don't bother watching it, okay? Don't bother watching it. It's nothing happens. Like, it's incredible. Okay, so, okay, spoiling a lot. Last week, they ended saying, convincing everybody to leave Numenor. And Numenor has to be said with 14 R's. Numenor! Oh, I think, what's her name? Morford Clark? I think she literally comes from saying, Numenor! God, what an obnoxious character she is. Oh my God, I'm just looking up her name. Looking up the name of all these characters because I don't know who they are. And I'm not like and I like the movies, Lord of the Rings, okay? Right? I think I read The Hobbit when I was a kid. I don't recall. I think I did. But like, come on, are you out your mind? Yeah, where's cast? I'm looking up the cast right now. It's so shit. It's so good. Morford Clark, okay? She is so shit. Holy, I mean, I just, oh my God. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Anyway, so finally, here's the story so far, right? Morford Clark is a cunt. I think I've told you everything you need to know. I mean, the character, not the Gladriel plays the club. Morphine Clark sent you to sleep. Yes, she's so awful. She's a stunning and brave, the lead, like army leader, leader of the North Battalion, and scourge of the Orcs, and all this shit. And she's super. And everybody thinks she's batshit crazy looking for Sauron. Sauron, oh, you're crazy. And she's so irritating. Like, she makes her entire platoon, what's the word, rebel against her. So, listen, we're going to fucking kill you if you go any further, right? Makes them come home. Then the president of the elves, who's a pussy, amazingly, much more of a pussy than Gladriel, says, "Oh, Admirable, we're going to kill you." Says, "What? Yeah, we're sending you on a ship into a giant glowing vagina." Really? Yeah, no, that was a metaphor for dying at the end of Lord of the Rings. That means you're killing me, right? And she's like, really, I don't understand. And Elrond, meanwhile, is like, "Hi, you remember good cool Elrond in the Lord of the Rings, right? Right at the beginning when he like calls when he's calling the battle cries out to the elf armies, and they lift up their swords and the elves charge at them. Yeah, we'll play by Hugo Weaving. Fucking awesome. Remember that? Well, totally opposite of that, right? Totally opposite of that. Imagine your arsehole slowly being licked by a male prostitute. That's the that feeling is made into a character with Elrond. A fucking gimp. Oh my God. Oh, a man designed to be bottom wank material, right? Oh my God. So gay. Like, just so intensely gay. He's like, yay. So she goes and she's like, I'm not sure I want to die. So of course you want to die. So they go on the boat and they're all like standing, holding their crosses, their swords, all brave. Ooh, like it's repeating. Like, this is how we're going now. We've been like this 3 days, right? And they're like, oh, fuck me, we're going to die. This is all so great. Yay. We're not going to be killed. Instead, we're just going to die. And Galadriel's like, well, I'm not sure I'm up for it. Fuck, I'm gonna die. And eventually they start taking their armor off them. And the elves with them, the elf servitors, are also going to die, obviously. They also deserve death. And they take them off, and she doesn't want to give up her little elf knife, her little elf sword knife. They're like, oh, I don't know. And the stupid man, number 48/7/B, says, oh, no, Galadriel, you've got to come. And she says, no. And she jumps in the ocean. And the ship is swallowed up by a giant vagina of light. And she's left floating in the ocean. And she's like, oh, fuck me. Lucky I'm stunning and brave. And she starts swimming. Swim, swim. I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean. It took me a week to get it. Swim, swim. Nothing wrong with this. Right now, we haven't realized Galadriel is actually shorter than everyone, which is a bit weird because she's an elf. So if you're towering over people, I understand what happened. So she meets a raft of people. Also happened we're just fucking around it, right? We're going to be a raft of people. And she's so shit, she calls a sea serpent to them. And everybody gets eaten apart from somebody who's apparently going to be Sauron, right? I don't fucking know. Sauron's coming back. It's probably apparently going to be him. They get picked up by Captain Manboobs of Numenor, and then she goes to Numenor and she berates everybody for like a few episodes and just insufferable. Like, oh fuck me, she's so insufferable, right? Until she gets them to agree to give her armies and ships to go and find Sauron from Numenor, right? I just like, what's this got to do with fucking Tolkien? I don't understand. Meanwhile, we have plot B, which is the Parfoots, which are fucking awful. They're like Gilbo Baggins and her fat friend, right? Listen, you don't understand heroism. That's your problem, right? That's why you can't understand Lord of the Rings. You don't understand, and I don't understand fucking Lord of the Rings, right? It's amazing that I'm fucking lecturing you, right? You just don't understand heroism, right? That's it. Morons. So they don't understand why their female heroes aren't very good. Parfoots are like, the worst, right? If you get killed, if you hurt your foot, like if you cut your foot while you're walking, they'll shatter the. They won't let you join them and migrate and let you die. Right? Parfoots are the worst. Right? Orcs are much better to their kind. They look after each other. Imagine your ass being slowly licked by a Velcro. I'm still sitting worried about your ideas. That's how gay he is, right? That's how gay he is. I'm not writing this. And it is slowly, right? That's important, right? That really is the pull factor. Anyway, so Gandalf has apparently fallen from the sky and is now a friend of the Parfoots and is helping them take their wagon because he hurt his foot. Lenny Henry's with them as their leader, and they're all Irish, and it's all very stereotypically Irish, and I think all rather racistly Irish, quite frankly. To be sure, we're Parfoots and we're absolute cunts. If you cut your foot, we're gonna hope you and your family die. Right? Orcs are much nicer. So then we also have the plot with Don Lemonless. That's Gareth's name from man. He's so right. It's so Don Lemon. He's there's another girl boss There's so many girl bosses. Oh, look, let's just get started. Who gives a shit? Okay, we have titles. Apparently, Bear McKean is doing the music, and it's shit. La 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 la. We're not Game of Thrones, but we're trying to be Game of Thrones thing. Ethereal, ethereal. Oh, we're the bestest ever. Oh, la, la, rings of power. Oh, so feminine, so beautiful. Oh, so we start off. With the shit parfits. I hate them. And they wear like stupid bits of fur on their heads. And he's learned how to say peril, right? Peril. He's like first, and he's like, no, you're a good one. Yeah, I got flowers in my hair. I hate these people. Right? I hate them all. Right? Yeah. So they all got to hide when they migrate, but thank God. Gandalf's pushed it. Oh, we don't know who's Gandalf. We don't know who's Gandalf. That's the other thing. Let me go. Shut me up. You're a fat little girl, aren't you? Oh, to be sure, when everybody's beautiful, you're not, darling. You're not. Let's all go there. And I thought they'd been left alone. It's like it's weird. They're left alone. Oh, look, they look like they're gonna die. And now we're on we get the map back. La 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 la. They go through the grey land, la la la, Trout Bend, la 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 la, to the braids, and they go basically to raid somebody's forest. And they go, oh, hi, we're just fine little parfits. Again, I thought they're all on their own, right? We Daisy Parfit. What's her name? Let me see. Look at her name. I closed the window. 1 second. Wee Daisy Parfit. I mean, she seems like a daisy, doesn't she? Okay, she's not. Who is it? Is it Nori Brandy? I'm Nori Brandyfoot. Ooh, Bigora. So racist. Oh, let me be. No, I'm just a curious wee little minxie. Oh, my name's Bigora Brandyfoot. Nothing's fucking happening, right? And they see a moon. Moon comes out. Meanwhile, they remind people, oh, he fell from the sky, because these are all to get the new viewers, right? The new viewers who came flocking and said, fuck me. This is the best ever. Nobody remembers and nobody gives a shit. So at that side, we have evil people, all with tits. Evil tit people. Looks at the side and goes, all evil. Lots of evil people. No, so. So, according to the synopsis, they haven't revealed that Adar, the leader of the Orcs, is an elf. Well, obviously he is. He's looking at sunlight, okay? And he's like, I'm going to make everything better. So his plan, we find out, is to destroy the sun, which is Mr. Burns' plan from The Simpsons, right? He's going to destroy the sun, right? Meanwhile, girl boss, oh, yes! You know how you know it's a woke girl boss? Because they're always shit. And she goes, oh, hi, I'm the girl boss. Yay, I'm going to rouse you and you're going to follow me. Yay, and we're going to, with one surviving elf, because we can't get them back in. Oh, we're fucked. No more elves. We're going to fight the orcs and survive. Yay, because I'm a girl boss. And they're like, fuck off. And he's like, things were good under Sauron. Oh, and they're like, ooh, we should go and submit to Sauron. And they're like, yeah, fuck, let's do that. Right? Let's leave this idiot girl boss because she's going to get us killed. Meanwhile, Numenor has many R's. In Numenor, nothing happens, right? They said they're leaving last week, right? They said they're leaving. We're all gone. No, now they're just like milling around. Okay, so this is, what's he called again? This should be his story. This is the future king. What's his name? Trying to find go through the cast list, see if anybody looks like could be that. Oh man, everybody's so awful. It's incredible. Just everybody's so awful in this. like what? How's it all so awful? Is this Hillbrand? I forgot who I'm even looking up now. No, it's what's his name? Captain Manboob's son. who ends up being the one, Isildur, right? This is Isildur, right? Who's this twat who everybody hates now? He got people fired from being in the Navy. Hi, I'm Isildur. And he's like, you fuck off, twat. To his father. He wants to join the when they said they're all leaving, now they're just spending the day recruiting people. And they're like, I want to come. Everyone's to come. What are you calling? You're just a fucktard. We don't want you. Fuck off. And then she's, oh, hi, I'm Isildur girl. Girl Isildur, I'm here for no reason. I just invented me. I need you to stop your father going to war. I said, oh, I know, but I'm a bit of a pussy. I know you're a pussy. Look how you dressed. I understand. But I'll try and stop war with my father. Yay. Meanwhile, this is apparently going to be Sauron. What's his name? What's this one called? Brandyfoot. Where is he? I don't remember. Not Elrond. Who are all these people? Hellbrand, right? Apparently, it's going to be Sauron, right? This is how he's forging. Oh, I love a bit. It's so. I mean, like, how shit do you have to be at writing? Like, oh, let's just set him up as a forger. Then everyone's going to be amazed when he starts forging rings. Oh, now last week he got nearly beaten to death, didn't he? Because he was trying to get work and he wasn't part of the guild, right? Now, how long's gone by since last week? They just said we're all leaving we're all going to go and fight for Gladriel now, even though we hate elves. Oh, they took our job. They took our job. Which is essentially what it is. So and then like, oh, look what great forging. Wow, that's a great bit of forging it is. Oh, I wonder if that's foreshadowing and forging is going to come in handy to the plot. Meanwhile, Girl Boss and Girl Boss meet with white man. White man. She's like, wait a minute, this cunt here, Gladriel. Hi, I'm Girl Boss. Hello, Girl Boss. This cunt here, Gladriel, said we're doing this all for you because you're the king. I am a cunt face. And I will do you my resting bitch face. Don't you dare tell me I just lied my ass off. He's like, well, you know, I'm kind of happy just being here, really. Now I'm in the forging guild because I like a bit of forging. Nothing gets me hard like a bit of forging. I mean, look at that. I didn't even notice this. Like, what is this acting choice? Like, I don't like what is like, icky thump. Oh, yes, I'm so stunning. I'm so brave. That's gonna be the thumbnail. That's got to be the thumbnail now. I'm sorry, it's just what's got to happen. I mean, there's just so many of these resting bitch faces. Like, look, I wanted, and why are you so fucking short? What the hell? What? Why are you shorter than me? I'm a man. And you're an elf. What are you? You're not Gladriel. They just told you that. I don't know. He's like, hey, I'm not the king. You be the king. Leave me alone. Blah. And like, oh, I've been so insufferable. He stormed off because nobody wants to be around me because I'm a cunt. Like, why? Why did they say, Jeff, Mr. Bezos, you given us $1 billion? Now, I want to tell you, we come up with an interesting modern take on Lord of the Rings. We thought we'll center on a stunning, powerful woman, Gladriel. Right? Oh, excellent idea. And it's going to be her adventures being an absolute cunt. And then Jeff Bezos says, yeah, that's it. That sounds good. But make sure you insult Tolkien lore all the way. Absolutely, Mr. Bezos. And we sing a song at this point. Are we singing? And it's a song from Lord of the Rings. A daisy, oh, making it up. And they sing a song. And I think it's one that Bill Baggins sings because it was taught by Gandalf. So this is clearly related. And they find out there are wolves. There are big monster wolf things in the forest. And oh, icky thump. I wonder if we're going to see any of them. Oh, but maybe I can eat them because, you know, everybody's beautiful of any size. You're not. Okay, you're not. Okay. I'm Lenny Henry, and the reason that you don't like this is because you're racist. No, this is shit. You got shit in your hair. This is just shit. Bigora. You must be a racist. No, this is just shit. Oh, Bigora. Nothing's happening at all. We should break their wills because we Parfoots are absolute cunts. To be sure. Parfoot cunt. And then like, oh no, I hear the wall. Let me go and find some mushrooms. Gonna get high, gonna get super high. And he's like, oh, we're gonna get high. And then, oh no, here comes the wolves. Run away, run up the things. Oh, prophets are scared. No, do we see any? Oh yeah, so then Gandalf saves them because he's big and they're all little. And I would have liked to see some of them eaten. That would have been more funny. And he's like, we're CGI, we're expensive. Run away, right? And he does a big push and makes them all run away, right? And like, that's all the CGI for today. And then he's got this weird burn thing on his hand. Meanwhile, was it Isidore's gay friends have been accepted back into the Navy, and they're training and being very gay. And Glendra's like, "Oh, it is time for insufferability. They are tested against this foe." He said, "Well, maybe you want to change them. Perhaps the elf would be willing to offer some instruction because you're stunning me. But you're shorter than me, right? That's weird. How come? What's going on? I don't understand." He's like, "Oh, well, this is going to be funny." And she walks back and says, when you attack an elf, you must be sure to stab it hard. Yes. Oh, let me just be a bit concerned. Go, whoa, like that. Take your knife, okay? Take your swordy thing and push it forward, right? Then give it a little turn and pull it back, okay? Yes, push it forward, voink, and then back. Voink, back. Just like that, okay? Oh, I bet you never thought about doing that, did you? Do you ever think about doing that? Oh, thank you for being here. Oh, now you can try with me, and then anybody who cuts me gets to become a captain or some shit. I don't know, a lieutenant. Oh, but I'm stunning and brave. Oh, it's like, oh, I no more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm a bit pudgy, but oh, I'm stunning and brave. Oh, see, I could have killed you, stunning and brave. And they're like, we'll attack her. Oh, but let me be smug and smirk at you. Oh, because I'm stunning and brave. Meanwhile, Isidore's walking around. He hears about the ruckus. He goes to see. Wow! All coming from her. She's so stunning and brave. She takes her sword and she fights it. And I don't know why she thinks. Honestly, have you just seen the Matrix like that? Like, how do you not think this is posing? Like, I don't understand. What is with these acting choices? They keep going, and he's like, "You've done very well." And he nicks her, and now he's a captain or a lieutenant. Studying brave. Meanwhile, Pussy Boy goes to see his dad, and he said, "Yeah, last week they were going, they take our jobs. Seems a bit warish. The kids should say we should chill out, baby." He's like, "Idiot son, this is going to make us super strong against the elves because the king's going to like us." I'm clever and I was like, "Oh, well, I guess so." Meanwhile, Gold Boss goes to meet her dad. Now, this is weird because he's white as a bloody loaf, right? And she's not, right? I that's really the point. He said, "Who are you? Are you here to change my bedpan?" Says, "No, I'm your daughter. You're black, right?" "Yeah, listen, don't you remember the Nubian, stopped by?" "Yeah." "Oh, fuck, that was you?" "Yeah, I'm sorry, baby." Okay. So, we're friends with the elves now. Fuck off! What? We're friends with the who? That means they're all gonna die. "Oh, but I'm a Gold Boss." "No, you're not. You're a moron." "Oh, wait a minute. That is a Gold Boss." By the way, my arsehole son, who's returned home, he pissed my wife off royally tonight. I mean, over Sabbath, because he went on to think about womansplaining. You know the thing called mansplaining, where you tell everything in detail. I like, oh, what you mean when you explain things so they get done the way you want them done? Yes, mansplaining, right? The womansplaining is that you take three times the amount of time and give a quarter of the amount of information, right? And then I went down to the shop and I turned left and I was very upset. I was like, what do you want? I like, that's womansplaining. Anyway. He's like, fuck me. Okay, I guess you were off to fight with the elves then. Meanwhile, what about to? Gandalf's like, oh, but better magically heal my arm. And it's like, oh, to be gone. Oh, what you doing there? And he's like freezing his hand or some shit. It's like, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh no! Oh, but she touches it and she starts freezing. I was like, and he's healing himself. He's like, oh no, Bob, stunning and brave. And then boom, he blows up, and he's better. And she's free, and now she's all scared of him. Like, yeah, you're 3 times the size of me. You can do magic. You fell out of the sky made of fire. Now I'm scared of you. He's like, oh, powerful answer. He's wonder from Gandalf. Yeah, sure, Gandalf. Meanwhile, in the gayest barbecue ever, the elves meet. Hi, we're so gay. Hi, I'm gay president. I like sucking dick. So yes, this is the most unlikely bromance ever. The dwarf is friends with Elrond. Clearly, he's a bit of a power bottom. He's like, I mean, jackhammer. So they're the bestest friends ever, even though I haven't seen each other for 50 years or something. While he had kids and with a fat wife who showed off her thighs a lot for some strange reason, and is black. I tell you, the black Holocaust of Middle Earth is really sucky, right? At some point, all the elves got together and said, we got to kill the people with dark skin. Like, really? Yeah. What about the elves? Especially them. Okay, then. So he says, this table is from special, or it's sacred. And, we'll give it you. Go back with you then. And they're like, I don't know. It's the point is that nothing happens. They go, we know about your mithril, and we're going to need it, and let's look at each other suspiciously. And man, Elrond's groomer is creepy. And honestly, what they could be lubing up his asshole right now, and it's not more obvious about what's going to happen, right? He's like, we should treat them with respect, blah, blah, blah. So, no, we need the mithril. It's very important. I've never heard of it before, but apparently it's a big plot point in the future. And he goes and says, what about this myth about the Bow War, whatever, fighting the night, and they're fighting away. And it's basically saying it's a parable for mithril. Come on, that's just stuck. Come on. Too many bloody slides open. Come on. It'll change in a second. It's a parable for this mithril thing. If they don't have it, everything's gonna. So this is where mithril came from, and we need it because God, this isn't being gay at all. Ooh. Do you like it when somebody puts a finger up your ass? I mean, just a little finger. No pressure, but do you like that? I just put my finger up my ass. Would you put your finger up my ass too? But your finger's already in there. I think you'll find this room. That was good. So it's really, it's a bit smelly, isn't it? So they go and he shows them the tree is wilting and they need the special mithril. It's like, okay then. I think I know I was getting bored at this point. It's still going on and like nothing's happening. Now at this point it does look like this bloke has knelt down in front of him and started to suck his dick. He says, and then leaves him. Yeah, as men do. What's going on? And then, okay, we're back over in Numenor. with the many R's. Oh, God, I've got to have a lot of R's in Numenor. Oh, yes. And so the guy who's clearly straight, yes, is with his bride. Everybody in this is fat and ugly. Quickly, let's do a Rubenesque thing. Like, why not do anybody attractive? I mean, like, anybody. Really? No, can't be for the male gaze. That's awful. Meanwhile, he wants to be a sailor so badly. Oh, I'll do anything for you. Down. Yes, we get. I think we're gonna get some Isidore porn. He's like, please let me be a sailor. He said, no, you can't. I'm the bestest sailor ever. And they're all pudgy, and they're like, okay, you can hit me. And like, oof, okay, they do that, and they're like, you're still not coming. You're a cunt. Leave it alone. And my hair's silly. It's like, oh, well, I guess nothing to do for you there, mate. Sorry about that. So he sneaks on board. Oh, I'm sneaky weaky. He goes and hides. And meanwhile, Pussy Boy is setting sabotage the ships to blow up because he doesn't want them to go to war. I guess they just leave them all alone. He thinks everyone's going to die. They're like, oh, we got to go. Oh, and it blows it up. And they're like, run away, everybody. Boom. It's like Captain Man-Boobs is like, no, we've lost the ship. And now they've lost two. Apparently, they lose two at the same time. And they get them out the water. Says, oh, hi, how you doing? Sorry about that. So now they're coming to meet and say, we only have 3 ships left. They have 100 people left, so 300 people said, oh, we need them for Numenor. We need to go and fight Sauron. So important. I mean, I will remind you that my own people rebelled against me, mutinied against me, said I was so shit, right? We have to go back, and then they sent me to die on a boat into a giant vagina of light. Okay, I'll remind you that. Now I want you to come on board with this mission. Well, the giant vagina of light doesn't sound very good at all. That is true, but we got to find Sauron. I am insufferable and also shorter than everybody else. Why am I shorter than everybody else? Says, yes, you are. But I am Gladriel. And nothing's fucking happened. Oh my God, nothing is happening. I mean, look at this. Go, boss, go, boss. Oh, hi. Gonna groom you a bit now. Hi. I'm just an innocent boy. I'm certainly not a masturbatory fantasy. Certainly not. Oh, I'm sorry that you are very masturbatory, very fantasy. That is true. Yes, you are a gay bottom fantasy. That is just who you are, mate. I'm sorry about that. Is it really? Yeah, you are. You're just a gay bottom. And now I'm skipping screen grabs. Who gives a shit? So now apparently he says, oh, you must go and back us up. Like, look what an insufferable cunt she is. Now you must definitely go back us up. Oh, otherwise it'll be bad. And I don't bloody know. So the orcs are they come and surrender to the orcs and oh, you must be Sauron. We're so sorry. You're the bestest ever. Did it go back? It's like, fine. I mean, just look at this. So much of this episode is this. It's just, oh, God, it's awful. Like, why do you have to be so condescending and annoying at the same time? And he's like, fine, I'll be the king then. Fine. Meanwhile, he doesn't like being called Sauron. And he said, oh, I'll service you, Lord. I'll do whatever you want. Let us be part of your army. I said, well, that takes blood. Kill this little kid, would you? He's like, guess so. Then, oh no, fuck me. And he's dead, probably. Hi, I'm Don Lemonus. Look, I got something I have to show you now. He says, I found a magic Sauron hilt. Yeah, a magic hilt. Let me see. Oh, this looks like a magic. I've seen this before. Wait a minute. This tower I've lived in for 67 years. Literally, I've lived in it for 67 years. Okay. Has a copy of it right in the fucking middle of it. I've lived in this tower for 67 fucking years. And I've had this copy of that thing on display. No, it's not important. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's all so dumb. It's like, oh, this may be significant. I mean, it's been, we've had a copy of it on display for 67 fucking years. But don't worry about it. By the way, hi, I'm the girl boss in charge. Yes, you are, girl boss in charge. I've lost half our men, and most of them have gone to die now. I fucked up a bit. Yes, that's called being a girl boss. The girl boss gets everybody killed. That is the job of the girl boss, right? Oh, the worst ever. Okay. And then more. You know what they do then? You know what? You never guess what happens next. They stand around and talk for a bit. Meanwhile, they have a tower. It's not the two towers. It's just the one tower, right? I wonder if they're going to riff on that at all, right? I don't know. Do you think they're going to attack the one tower? Oh, fuck me. This is awful, isn't it? Meanwhile, Gay Elrond and his power bottom buddy are walking in the forest and we got to be straight with each other, and like he gets on a rock so they look at eye to eye. Again, these are the least convincing friends ever. I mean, I think they always act like they've just fucking met, but no. We are old friends of the Shire. No, not the Shire, because we're not allowed to use that. Man, this is $1 billion embarrassment, right? $1 billion to look like a schmuck. Fuck me. I just look. Like, really? Firstly, do you see Elrond being a man-spreader quite like that? No, I don't. No, I don't. Look at that. Man-spreading cunt. Oh, I hate this show. So he said, okay, fine, I'll take up the mantle of king. First he leaves it, then he says, no, I'll take it instead. Okay. And he goes and says, yes, fine, we are, he's right, we'll go to war in the last ships. And yeah, we're at the same point we were at the end of last episode. They're all in this like shitty armor. And they're like, yeah, Game of Thrones. And oh, look, nothing really fits me. And so I don't know. Now he's a member of. Now he's on board, right? After blowing up 2 ships, right? Isn't he a suspect in that? He just was one of the survivors from blowing up 2 of the fucking ships. How's he on board now? I don't know. Freezy. Oh look, and then I can't remember. She's there for a reason. No, you're going to war, and off they leave from Numenor. It takes a while. And again, his helmet doesn't fit. What's up with that? Right. Hi, I have got such insane man boobs. I'm wearing a completely different set of armor that also has man boobs. It's insane. Says you will go and stable tend to the horses. And you go, ha ha ha! You're just a horse tenderer. You're not like us who have to clean up vomit and shit. You have to just, but we're glad to have you back on Numenor forever. Yay! Let's rub our dicks together. And here I am, stunning and brave. Now I've got my armor back. The armor was sucked into the giant vagina of light. I'll remind you. Now she's got a whole new set. Hi, can I have, and I'm still shorter than everyone for some apparent reason. I said, oh, look who's here. A teeny tiny dwarf elf. I don't know. I'm not feeling that fucking inspired. Especially as my helmet, $1 billion fucking dollars, and they can't make tailor-made helmets that fit. Hang on, let's go back for a second. Where is it? Doing next one. Unbelievable. Let me look at this. Look, oh, Jesus, really? $1 billion, and they can't make bloody helmets that bloody fit. Embarrassment. Oh, a stunning and brave and stunning, and finally we're sailing off. We're at the same point, story-wise, exactly. Like exactly everybody, right? We have the the girl boss with the one tower, exactly the same position, right? Nothing has changed other than they lost half the people who got to join the enemy because they're better, because she was so shit, right? We have the Parfoots who are doing exactly the same shit, right? Nothing's changed there, right? No movement at all, other than they're in a different location. And we got Gadriel, who said last week, "Let us go to Sauron in the Southlands, whoa, from Numenor." And now they're doing that, right? Fuck me. Like, why? Why? Now, sadly, I don't have time to do She-Hulk. Good news for me, because I might not. I don't think I would have got through it. I don't know how. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on Tuesday nights, right? Fresh out of the Jewish New Year. I'm going to try and do. Here, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at Jodie episodes. I think I'm going to do Can You Hear Me? What's it called? Oh, where is it? Hang on. I'm trying to look up a Jodie episode guide. Where'd it go? Doctor Who 2005 onwards. Hang on. Season 12. So here we go. What's the name? It's a choice between Praxius or Can You Hear Me? I think it's Can You Hear Me, right? Because I want to do the haunting of Villa Dildo, Essentially the Sidemen and Timeless Children before this piece of shit finishes. So fine. I'm going to try and do a deep dive review of Can You Hear Me? Although Praxis was a real piece of shit. I feel bad not doing it. Anyway, heading off for the midnight prayer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again. With you.